John, first of all, how is everybody? What's the mood been like this week?
Yeah, positive as always. You know, we always try and take all the positives out of every game. Obviously, disappointing to only pick up a point on Saturday, but they made it very difficult for us, and we were, ultimately unable to unlock the door, if you like.
We were talking to Connor about this after the game last weekend. It kind of suggests how far you've come as a team, that actually a 0-0 is a real frustration and disappointment to you guys.
Yeah, but I think everyone felt that during the game. You know, we dominated for pretty much start to finish, and like I said, it was just unfortunate that they were solid in the defensive shape they had and made it very difficult for us. But I think we're going to find that more often than not, especially at home. So it's up to us to find the answers in the future.
Is that something that you as a team are going to have to get used to?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I said, more so probably at home. I think when you play away, the opposition fans probably won't allow them to sit in and soak up the pressure, if you like. So we're going to have to be prepared for that. But we know we've got the quality to break them down. It was just, on Saturday we were unable to.
Away form has actually been really strong this year, and especially in recent matches, a lot of clean sheets as well. What do you put that down to?
I think it's home and away form. I think we can put everything down to just the intensity and the discipline of our defensive side. People throwing themselves on the line. I think in the last 2 games I've only had 1 shot to deal with, which is, for me it's great because it means that the boys in front of me are doing an unbelievable job. So, but I think it starts from the front. The front lads are defending really well and setting the triggers and making sure that the intensity is there from them, which then filters back throughout the squad.
Because is it hard as a goalkeeper? Because you have different situations, like at Reading, where it felt like you had to be switched on for the entire 90 minutes. There was a lot happening. Whereas in a game, say against Blues, where there isn't a shot on target, yet you still have to be aware and be alert to anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at one moment that can all change, and a little bit of pressure from, I think, in the Birmingham game, they had probably a couple of 5-minute spell in the second half where they were getting on top of us and really pressing us high. Their fans were getting a lift from that, and then we had to deal with that. But we managed to, and like I said, defensively we've looked solid all season, I think. And I think going forward, everyone knows the attacking threat we've got. I think we still scored the most goals in the Championship, so it speaks for itself.
Because I guess there's a balance, isn't there, where people will talk about how good the team are going forwards and how many goals they've scored. And yet I wonder, as a goalkeeper, whether you are more proud of the fact that you keep more clean sheets than anybody else.
Yeah, it's, as a personal milestone, it's fantastic for me. But like I said, when the lads in front of me are working so hard and defending so manfully, each and every one of them, then that's a team reward. Because, like I said, keeping a clean sheet for me is probably harder than scoring a goal in football. And even 90 minutes, like you said, 90 minutes of concentration, because it only takes a second to score a goal. So we've been switched on really well throughout the whole season, and as you touched on there, to have the most clean sheets so far, I think it's 11 in 21 games. That's a really good rate.
What do you expect from Sheffield Wednesday?
A really tough game, a really good team. Obviously, been in the playoffs the last couple of years. Some very good individual players. Had a bit of a bad run recently, obviously coming off the back of a defeat at Norwich, but that's probably more incentive for them to come out and really put their stamp on the game. We have to be prepared for that and make sure we continue to do what's got the success so far.
And I guess there's an element sometimes when teams are on a little bit of a bad run and they see you coming as top of the table, it's even more incentive because you're a big scalp now. Yeah,
we are, and we have to deal with that tag now. And it's the old thing in football, when you're top of the league, you're always getting hunted down. The teams below us are probably finding it a little bit, not easier, but the pressure's not as intense because they've got teams to catch. So, we have to deal with that pressure now, and we put ourselves in a fantastic situation to be able to do that. And as long as we take care of our job, it doesn't matter what teams behind us are doing.